Hello, James Graney here from InternetBizUni.com, and in today's video I will be talking to you about influencers and how they can benefit you in 2019. I'm going to be explaining exactly why you should be using influencers to increase your sales or to launch new products in 2019. And I'm also going to be telling you what type of influencer you should approach and how to go about approaching them. So I'm first going to just jump straight into it and explain to you why you should be using influencers. If you haven't watched yesterday's video, I announced that I'm closing the Unique Private Label course. One of the major things that I'm going to do for my business is contacting lots of influencers, giving out my product to as many influencers as possible. And this is something that I haven't done enough of. I've done this in the past, but I simply haven't done enough of this. And this is really a golden time for using influencers to promote your products and your brand going forward. You know, you can massively increase your sales and simply launch products very easily on Amazon if you are using influencers. And I'm going to explain exactly how to do all that in just a moment. But first, I'm going to explain why you should be using it. So influencers are still massively underpriced. You know, if you look at advertisement, whether you're advertising using Amazon PPC, whether you're advertising using Facebook ads, Google ads, however you're advertising your products, its cost is constantly going up. And again, this isn't going to stop. And the same with influencers. The cost of influencers are constantly going up. But because there is such a stream of influencers around at the moment, you know, you only have to go and look on the major channels, whether that's Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, you will see so many people putting out content. These are usually influencers. Once they gather enough followers and the followers are actually following them, then they are counted as an influencer. Again, you can look at different metrics in deciding what influencers are right for you, but basically anyone with a following of over 20,000 people who are actually active and listening to them, then these are a sufficient amount of followers for an influencer to be considered an influencer that can actually move your products. And the simple reason why influencers work so well to sell your products and any product is because they have a following and their following wants what they have. So if they show a product that you own to their following, a good majority of their following will go and want to purchase that product. And that is massively untapped at the moment. Yes, the big influencers like the Kim Kardashians out there, you know, they have a high cost to get them to promote a product, but there are still very small influencers, and by small influencers, that's anyone from 20 to 50 to even 100,000 followers that are still very low cost and even free. I've managed to get my product to a number of different influencers without paying them a penny to promote my product. And the way you can simply do this is by having a great product that you believe in and going out there searching for someone who has your ideal customer, watching them. Then once you find that ideal customer, then you go and look at what type of content the influencer is putting out to engage with that viewer. That is what you really need to tap into, because simply if your product isn't a fit for them, no matter what incentive you try to give them, they're not going to want to promote your product, and they're definitely not going to want to do it for free. Whereas if you can create a connection with that influencer, so if your product has a good benefit for their audience, then they're going to be a lot more likely to want to promote your product for you for free. You know, influencer marketing is set to explode in 2019. There's been a lot about it in 2018, 17, but at this moment in time, you know, there are so many influencers out there, so many people that have grabbed a lot of attention that are still looking for ways to produce new content. They're constantly looking for new content all the time, and no matter what platform, you know, they're promoting things on, whether it's Instagram, whether it's YouTube, they're always looking for new types of content to put out there. And if you can give them a product that they actually want and that they actually like, and they know that their audience will like, then they will have no problem creating content around this product. And then when the audience sees this content, they're more likely to purchase your product ahead of your competitor's product. And this works so well with Amazon FBA, because simply anyone can become an affiliate with Amazon and they get a percentage of any sale that's made through their link. So basically, if you can find Amazon associates, someone who's signed up for Amazon's affiliate program, and get your product to them, then all they simply have to do is take a picture or take a video using your product and leave their link in below it, so that when their audience sees their video or their picture and they click on the link, they make a commission on the sale. And the best thing about that is you will be sending in a lot of outside traffic from Amazon, which again massively increases your ranking. If you've noticed, during 2018 Amazon made a lot of different changes to their algorithm, and one of them was massively changing the way that they rank products that are sending outside traffic. So the more outside traffic that you can send to your listing and then the customers go on to make a purchase, the better, because the higher Amazon will push your ranking. All sales do help increase your ranking and increase how high up in Amazon search they show you. But if you're sending in a lot of outside traffic that's converting well, then your listing will jump up to the top very quickly. And this can happen even if you're just launching your product, have no reviews on your product. If you send in a burst of traffic from outside that converts at a good conversion rate, then your listing will go straight to the top of Amazon and be out on page 1 and making a lot more organic sales. And that is basically why you should be using it. So now I'm just going to jump in and explain to you how you go about using it. Well, simply you can find influencers on any different platform. So you can look on YouTube, you can look on Instagram, on Facebook, wherever you're consuming content or wherever anyone is consuming content, there's going to be influencers. Influencers are the people that are putting out the content and have the viewers watching them. As mentioned already, you simply need to find an influencer that your product will benefit their audience. Once you find this influencer, you simply contact them. You can contact them a number of different ways, but usually they have links in their bios, whether it's their email address or to their Instagram account where you can direct message them, and you simply contact them explaining who you are, what you're about, and how your product can benefit them and their audience. Then simply don't be pushy at this stage, because if you do try to come across pushy with them, they simply won't have any interest in doing business with you. Just think about it from their point of view. A lot of them are getting a lot of different messages on a daily basis from people wanting something out of them. So again, you can't come across wanting something out of them. You have to be giving them something. So again, explaining to them about your product and why your product is better, why you believe in your product and why your product is better than your competitor's product, and simply just try to get your product to as many of them as possible. And this is a lot easier than you might expect. Like, simply, if you have a good product that you strongly believe in and it's matched with a few different influencers, like, you can get 10% off the influencers to take your product. And again, out of that 10%, maybe not all of them will even produce content around it, but if half of them do, you're going to have a lot of content directing people to your Amazon listing, directing targeted people. Because again, if the influencer is showing you something, it's like celebrities endorse products all the time, and when they endorse a product, it gives that product all the proof that's needed. So again, this works perfectly if you're launching new products, because you don't need a ton of reviews. If someone comes along and endorses it, shows themselves using it, says how good it is, what the benefits are of it, then you don't need any reviews to do this for you. Their audience will simply go over to your listing and make a purchase without even reading any of the reviews on your product. So this is a great way to get initial sales out the gate, is by simply going out, reaching out to influencers who are interested in your product. And make sure before you do go out and reach out to them that you actually spend time to get to know what they're about, because doing this, you create a message that's a lot better and that's going to connect with them a lot better than if you simply just go and reach out cold, copy and pasting an email out to them or a message out to them. If you actually consume some of their content, see what they're about, especially if they've vlogs, or just see what their interests are, so that you can kind of relate your message around to something that they've interest in, then you will have a lot higher response rate. And you can contact them on any platform. The platforms that I mainly use to contact influencers are YouTube. YouTube's amazing. It's the one untapped one that simply a lot of people aren't using for whatever reason. Like, a lot of people are using Instagram to find influencers, but I find when an influencer on YouTube promotes your product, it's a lot better because they actually create a video around it. Your video can rank in Google for your search terms, and you can simply get a lot more traffic from a YouTube video than, other ways that you can contact influencers. But again, you can use other ways, like I have used and will continue to use Instagram as well, because you can find a lot of Instagram influencers that have good engagement, and this is something that you have to check if you are using Instagram influencers. You have to check their engagement. If no one's engaging with their content, or if they don't post that regularly, then again you should be cautious before jumping straight into a deal with them, and you should see that they have produced quite a bit of content and they do this regularly, and that they actually get engagement on their content. And as well as this, you can use sites like Shoutcart. These are sites that will connect you with influencers, and these are influencers who simply have signed up and say, if someone pays me $20, $50, $100, I will promote their product. So Shoutcart is the more simple route. Simply go there, make a payment, and they will promote your product. But if you actually put in the work and go to YouTube, go to Instagram, you can find these influencers that will promote your products, doing this manually as well. I will leave a link down below to Shoutcart. This is where I have connected with influencers in the past, and I will leave my affiliate link below so that you can go and check it out. And I make a tiny commission if you do sign up through that link and go on to use Shoutcart. But again, you don't have to. You can just go direct to them on Instagram, YouTube, or any other platform that they're putting out content on. And yeah, I just wanted to put this video together because I did put a video together yesterday announcing that the Unique Private Label course is going to close this Friday, and that's simply so that I can focus a lot more time on doing these tasks for my own business and actually growing my own business. And yeah, I hope that this video helped you. I received a few questions, can you go into more detail about it? So I said I'd put together this video where I'd explain it in more depth. But again, if you want kind of a click by click way of how I do all this stuff, whether it's connecting with influencers, whether it's setting up chatbots, whether it's growing my chatbot audience, then you can check out the Unique Private Label course. I will leave a link below to the Unique Private Label course, and you'll see all of the videos that you get inside. But please do note that I am closing this on Friday, and I'm not going to take on any new members after that. So if you are interested, then definitely sign up before Friday, and again, we will have a call as soon as possible when you do sign up. And yeah, I just hope that you have got some value out of this video, and I look forward to speaking to you on the next one. By the way, leave a comment below so that you're entered in the Gary V giveaway. Even if you've left comments on previous videos, leave a comment again. The more times you comment, the more chances you have to win. Make sure to hit the subscribe button as well, because you can't win it unless you're subscribed to the channel. Hope that you have enjoyed this video. Look forward to speaking to you on the next one. Bye.